hear from partners their perspective on all the shared security concerns, security threats and challenges, and in particular the ideas about how to reinforce security in the Gulf region and beyond. You know that everybody is being very much concerned about the situation in Gaza, the Red Sea, the Iran. Is one of the hottest spots for security around the world, and it's very good that we could have this meeting with our friends from the Gulf Cooperation Council and the European Union member states.
Thank you. So now questions. First one was Thomas Guczka, please.
Thomas Guczka, Frankfurter Allgemeine Zeitung. High Representative, for those of us who are covering these meetings, this is now the third meeting in a few days where we hear how urgent the delivery of weapons, especially air defense systems, to Ukraine is. European Council, G7, NATO Defense Ministerial by VTC, and today the Jumbo meeting. It's also the third, or let's say the second time that we hear pledges have been made, or as you said, member states have indicated their will to contribute. But whenever we ask individual ministers, no one would tell us concretely what their country commits to. Can you explain to us why that is?
You are right. This is the third or the fourth time that we discuss about the situation and the need for Ukraine to increase the aerial capacity. It was discussed in NATO, and I can say exactly the same thing that the Secretary General of NATO said after the meeting, that there is a common and clear understanding of the need to provide Ukraine with more aerial capacities. Aerial capacities are composed of different types of arms. As I said, there are the launchers, and there are the interceptors, there are the radars, there are F-16 who are coming, there are long range, medium range, and short range. There is at least 20 different types of anti-aerial capacities, and we have been reviewing all of them, who has been doing what, and what else can be done. And each member state, some of them took concrete propositions in the framework of the German alliance. Others went directly to the other issue, which is also important, which is the Czech initiative on ammunition. Others had to go back to their capitals and to take final decisions. I think now it's mature. Now it's everything has been said, and a lot of things have to be done.
Thank you. Next one was Vitaly, Ukrainian TV.
Thank you for the floor. My question is more or less the same. Now, after this meeting, what do you think about the possibility to fulfill the request of President Zelensky, who asked 7 Patriots, or maybe you in some way transform this request, but in general you can fulfill this general request? Thank you.
Well, I'm sorry, but we don't have Patriots here in Brussels.
Mike, could you? Mike.
I said that I'm sorry, but they don't have Patriots here in Brussels. The Patriots are in the capitals, and it's up to them to take the decisions. I want to insist that a launcher without interceptor is useless, and certainly interceptors without launchers are also useless. So we need both things. We need new launchers and a continuous flow of interceptors in order to be used by the launchers. Member states came back to the capitals with a clear understanding of the request, of the needs, and I'm sure they will take decisions about it.
Thank you. Next one, Matthew. Max, you still want the question? Okay. So let's go back. Al Mayadin. You have to come back for the mic in the middle.
Merci beaucoup, Al Mayadin TV, Moussa Assi. C'est une chaîne de télévision arabe basée à Beyrouth. Et ma question concerne le Liban. On a vu, durant le sommet de la semaine passée, on a parlé beaucoup du Liban. On a parlé aussi d'un soutien à l'armée libanaise. Après ça, il y a eu une visite du Premier ministre libanais à Paris, rencontre avec M. Macron et un retour du Premier ministre à Beyrouth. Et on a entendu des échos que les nouvelles propositions de Paris n'ont pas été entendues au Liban. La position de Hezbollah, elle est toujours la même. Pas cesser le feu au Liban avant le cessez-le-feu de Gaza. Ma question, en quoi ça concerne aujourd'hui la position européenne pour soutenir l'armée libanaise et dans quel but? Et quelle est l'alternative s'il n'y a pas de cessez-le-feu au Liban avant le cessez-le-feu de Gaza? Merci.
To tell the truth, we haven't discussed in concrete terms the situation in Lebanon, but in the whole region. And we focus our attention on the answer to the Iran attack to Israel, the sanctions regime, the situation in Gaza, the need to improve humanitarian assistance to the population, the stability of the whole region. But I cannot answer your question because we haven't been discussing deeply the situation in the Lebanon.
And last question, Reuters, Andrew.
Thanks, Andrew Gray from Reuters. High Representative, just to go back to Ukraine and maybe to try again, just to get an answer to the question of why. Why is it taking so long? What do member states, what do capitals tell you when you impress this sense of urgency upon them? Why is it so difficult for them to provide these patriots as the Germans have done? I mean, since this first plea was made by the Ukrainians, one European Union country has come forward, Germany, with one Patriot battery. So why not more?
You understand very well which is the role of the High Representative. It's not in my hand to take this decision. What I'm trying to do, what I'm doing, it's to put the question very high on the